Welcome back to the Data Obsessed Fat Guy here. Just got done cutting the grass. I am at close to 5,000 steps now. I feel like I've done way too much already. But let's just jump right into some numbers here. And as you can see here, I gained and lost all over my body. I mean, just looking at the places that, gained and lost, it was evenly split. 6 went up, 6 went down. But the real problem that comes in here is that I gained more than I lost. But hey, those are fluctuations. Those happen week to week. The biggest surprise here for me were honestly the biceps and thigh. They both went down by the same amount for each side here. I was not expecting that. I've never seen a correlation there before. And we'll see if this keeps up. Probably not. I was just, I only walked this week. I didn't do too much else. This cutting the grass today was just walking on steroids, and I had trouble at the end there, so I don't know how that's going to go moving forward. But hey, grass has to get cut. And let's see what this actually looks like. By this I mean these measurements. Let's see how this actually looks on me. And whether you realize it or not, when I was standing there, I'm just struggling to just stand there. It's tough for me to just stand still now versus before. My feet were killing me. The thing is, before this, I just woke up, went and did my other measurements while sitting down, and then came back downstairs in the basement to do these side by sides. And it's just, I was able to stand up like this while cooking yesterday and doing other things. So I don't know what happened between yesterday and today. But that's me, that's my life. Mom? And that's what this looks like. Okay, so let's get this going. That's Aiden. Okay, so Aiden got the remote, so she got to have a little fun there for a few minutes, but I'm recording again. And basically here, doing better than last week. Just about 6,000 steps better. Gonna end the day at least 7,000 steps over last week. Hopefully I can do 10,000 over last week. So not as great as I've been before, or as great as I'd like to be, but I'm improving. My stamina and capacity to actually move around and exercise are starting to improve. I mean, it still bugged the heck out of me to stand there, on the last clip, but I mean, it was worse the weeks before, so improvements are happening. Changes are being made. Okay, so my blood pressure is up by 4 points, and my weight is up by 0.6 pounds. I don't want to be happy about either one of those things, but at least it's not as bad as it could be. So hopefully I start trending downward next week. But week over week, that is 2.8 pounds more. So I basically gained 3 pounds this week versus last. So what I thought was just, hey, okay, I'm going back down. I emptied the dump out. It's like, no, it's becoming more of a permanent thing now. I can't just claim that anymore. So I have to be a bit more careful about what I'm eating and what I'm doing. So I'm hoping to be more thoughtful in my selections for food in the coming week. But not today though. I had another peanut butter and jelly sandwich today. It was great. Yeah, but regardless of all the peanut butter and jelly I ate today or yesterday, in the fasted state, my glucose is just at 98. So I've been dropping 3 points a day. With the exception of yesterday where I jumped up by 7. So it seems like to overcompensate by that, I dropped down to 98. I didn't have any jitters, wasn't feeling crazy. This was all in the fasted state and felt normal. So I don't know what was so different about what I ate yesterday versus, the other days. But, let's just take a look at what I ate. Let's see what I was eating. So, boom. I did basically 3,300 calories worth of eating yesterday. It's just like, wow, that is basically 50% over where I should have been eating. Only thing that was kind of close to the limit was protein, but I went over on everything yesterday, as you see here, especially the carbs. I think the only thing that helped me there with the carbs is just that I ate nearly an equal amount of fat with it as well. So that probably helped to considerably lessen the effect on why I could have 98 points on fasting glucose. But yesterday I was kind of crazy. Just something I'd never done before, and something I should not have done. But thank God I'm still here and I'm not crazy. But I ate the entire pack of bacon. Turkey bacon, thick, uncured, smoked turkey bacon. 19 slices, all to myself. Not shared, not shown. Nobody knew until I said this right now and they heard me say it. Everything else was kind of in line, or at least better. But the bacon gave me all that protein, and just a small amount of fat. There's not really all that much fat in turkey bacon. The real issue with it is the amount of sodium. I think I went over my daily limit for what I was supposed to get for sodium just with that bacon alone. I did not properly look at that. And glad I didn't feel crazy afterwards. But that may be why, my blood pressure is higher today. See, salt to an extent will raise your blood pressure, but it's not the only marker for certain pieces of health. So salt itself isn't evil, but if you go overboard on it like I did, you're definitely going to see some negative results. Everything else there, it was fine as you see. I drank a lot yesterday. I made it to a little over 96 ounces of water yesterday, but it's been such a struggle to even reach that much lately. Because pre-COVID, I was taking in a gallon or more of water on most days. But I guess it's watering your food and other things. Maybe I hit it that way, especially with the oranges. But no, my water count, I just count whatever's liquid. And there it goes. It gets counted as pure water. And this is the last part of my fat day. Ended the day pretty well, Lamb chops, eggs, 1.5 PB&Js. How do you have 1.5 PB&Js? You take 2 slices of bread, make it how you normally would. Take another slice of bread, and then you spread peanut butter on one side of it, half on one side, and then the jelly on the other half of that same side. And just eat it untopped. It is good. It is delicious. Didn't share with none of you. I could have went today without that PB&J. When I was making it, I knew that, but I just really wanted to eat it. Did not need to eat it, I just wanted to. So I'm having all these carb cravings, and that is part of what's shooting my calorie counts up so high. But I am trying to work against it more long term. I should not have made this rice. I'm going to actually toss out the rest of the rice I have in there. And rice is like the only food I don't feel bad throwing away, because 1, half the time it doesn't taste that great warmed up, and 2, rice is so cheap and abundant that if you just really want some more, it's just as easy to make it fresh again. So not much of an issue. Turkey wings are freaking huge. Let me show you my plate. Now see, this is not the plate from yesterday. I did not take a picture of it, but this is pretty much where the leftovers that I ate yesterday came from. This is from 2 days ago. And yeah, those are just 2 wings, and they're taking up over 1/3 of the whole thing themselves. So, wow, they're freaking huge. They were great. But this is the end of the video, y'all. Thank you all for watching. God bless you all. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. God bless. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.